How we doing? So there's a couple of people here. I'm just gonna be on here streaming, working on my layout for this orientation real quick. So appreciate everybody being here. There we go. Now we got a little music. Let's see. Alright, let's see. About right there, I do believe. Okay. That looks a little weird. Here I go. There we go. Get our alert box in, and then got our chat in here, just in case we ever get chatters. Block, block, block. We'll put these on the bottom here. Block. And move this. Okay. And lock. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, so what I'm doing today is I am working on coloring that little bit of line art animation I had shared yesterday on social media. So coming through and just doing colors, just doing flat colors on everything. You'll see kind of my process with how I separate layers and stuff like that, what's worked for me. It may not be the industry standard, but this is what's worked for me just as a guy animating by himself. I know how to do it the other ways, but this is the easiest way for me with the absence of a pipeline. I don't have a pipeline. I am the pipeline, so the animation pipeline. So anyway, we're going to get into it. If you have any questions, I got the chat up. Hit me up, and we're just going to get started. Let's rock. Okay. And I'm going through and I'm coloring Omaku first, and then I'm going to come through and color Bryn, so I don't have to swap back and forth between color palettes. It just makes the process a little bit easier. When I get to the top, I'll start at the top and just come back down until it's done. There we go. I thought that color was off. I'm gonna make sure that I've got, okay, yeah, I've got all my lines closed underneath that swipe there. what I'm doing is I'm taking the clean line art layer and just duplicating that clean line art layer. That one right there. And I'm coming in and just dropping the colors in where they need to be, because I've got everything down to the pixels, no aliasing. So it just drops everything into the pixel. See if I can get that. I got it. All right. Oop. Cover that line right there. Yeah. There we go. I don't know why that happened. That looked a bit odd though. There we go. It's better. Gotta keep your head on a swivel when you're doing this stuff. Things like that'll happen. You won't catch it until you're in After Effects, and then you gotta go all the way back to the base file and fix it. Trust me, I've done it. I have done it. Now if I clean off that layer, okay, the blast layer. Duplicato. Oh, I already duplicated that. All right. Okay. Oh. Incorrect. You know what else I want to do? I want to come in here. This looks a little unnatural to have that line there. You want to indicate a line, but you don't want to have the whole thing there. What's up, Crewley? There we go. Thanks for supporting the stream, brother. Thanks, Bartolos. Appreciate you. We got a mess up down here. We got ourselves a bit of an issue here. That's the other thing I find that works for me. Like when I'm in here working on line art and doing everything. As soon as you find a mistake, fix it. Fix it as soon as you see it, because you will let it go and you will forget about it until you're deep into comp phase, and again you got to go back and retool everything again. Hey, good on you for hitting that gym up, brother. I've been to the gym in a little bit. I need to get back to it. I do some push-ups and sit-ups and stuff here in the studio when I take a break, but it's not like going and hitting those heavy plates. Let's see how much of this blast effect covers. Okay, so all of it, so we can just go red there and be fine. Okay, that's all for that. Go here, there, Araura, there we go, true black, there we go. Now I'm going to create like an underneath. And what that is just like you see some of these white spots in here. I'm just going to go in up underneath and clean them up. Sometimes a little white pixel gets through and you have to go just because you don't want the background flashing through in your animations. I'm working on the battle sequence, the line art for the battle sequence that I uploaded to social media yesterday. Got a pretty good response. We didn't burn the house down, but we got a pretty good response yesterday. So I'm just going in and coloring these cells. I'm trying to finish up all the battle animations for the OVA. Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to get all the battle animation. I'm going to get all the battle animation done. Then move on to the dialogue sequences. Then we're going to re-record new voice actor sequences around January for the pickups. And then we're going to have a full OVA ready to show by the end of February. So we're pretty stoked about it. I always say we. I'm the only one working on this right now. So, but me and the wife are very excited. That's the team right now to get this out. And my editor, Chris, we're really excited for people to see this. So hopefully there's an audience for it when it gets there. We'll see. Okay, so for this, let's see, the blast effect is okay. So I missed a piece of the blast effect there, so we're gonna come in and sample this color. I think that is 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's 5. So we'll come in. There we go. Yeah, I just missed a little piece there. So what that does, that enables me to come down here. To this clean layer. I can just grab True Black and just fill that because it looks like it's the back of his hair. Really, if you take away blast effect, it's the whole head, but you don't know that because the blast effect's there. So. Alright, so we'll create a new underneath layer again. Grab True Black, come in here with a pen. Alright. Now we'll play it. Alright, starting to come to life. Now we got to color Bryn, the knight who's battling Omaku here. Bam! Alright. We'll start from the top. And any of the sequences that have Bryn in it. Okay, there's one. So we'll come in here. And I've got all the color palettes saved for all my characters that are in the pilots. So I'll come in here and grab Bryn's color palette. We've already got our clean copy, so I'll just... that'll negate some work. There we go. We'll use that. Then his wild orange hair. His cloaks and robes. A little bit darker there because it is a dark scene. Yeah, I think we're going to go a little bit darker for his main robe. There we go. Alright, cool. There we go. There will be a coloring phase for like detailing the sword and everything else, so I come in and add highlighting and shadows to the sequence, so we will definitely be getting all that in there. Thanks, man. Yeah, like I'll be doing a lot of animation live streams moving forward. A lot more. Try to get them scheduled so people know when they're happening. Ooh, what happened there? Let's see. Oh, I see. I see. I missed that. There we go. Alright, that's because of that swipe, so all we gotta do from that right here, just make sure that's closed off. There we go. Caught a little problem with the Maku's coloring too. Does the slash cover that up? Let's see. It does. Okay, never mind. That's why I missed it then. Alright. Okay. There we go. Okay. Although something happened. Let's see. How does it do that? Sometimes I have a hard time understanding why the color palettes do certain things on this, but oh well. Alright, well, scratch that. I was going to try to make a color palette for just the sword colors, but I'll just keep sampling as I'm doing. So that's going to turn into a headache. I don't have headache time today. It's just acting weird for some reason, so... There we go. Alright, so there's that. So that right there is supposed to be hair flying up. So we'll just create this right here. Then we're good to go. Okay, close that up. Like, for real, something has happened. I'm just going to delete his color palette because something's happened. Like, it's corrupted or something. I don't know what happened, but... Because this is his hair. That's his skin. That's also his hair. So... I'll put this here. See what is going on here. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to delete his whole color palette. That's unfortunate. Man, it's like, yeah, there's something really, really wrong with the way these color palettes are dropping in and dropping out. I move one. Well, now it's not doing it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. See, again. So let's just grab one block and move it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm deleting it. Let's see, Bryn. Delete. That, okay. Here, Bryn, delete, Mako, duplicate. We'll call this Bryn. Okay, now that should work. Better, there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now, come back here to the previous, and I'm going to get that color. Sample that there. Skin. I don't really drink coffee too much. Every now and then I will if I need to pick me up, but most of the time I just don't. What's your go-to coffee, man? Later, Bartolas. Take care, bud. Thanks for supporting the stream. I appreciate it. this color management. It's not managing color. It is not managing color. There we go. Now for sword colors. There. Okay, there. Okay, we should be good to go there now. Let's see. That's weird. Well, we'll just draw it again. Okay. Oh. We'll get a much deeper, darker version of this. Drop it in here. And the thing that's handy is once you've got a few colors down on your actual canvas, you can go back and just sample those colors and bring them in. Like if I need to put something up here from here, just right click, boom, send, done. Oh, that's right, he's behind the swipe. Okay. Oh, I did find an issue though. Okay. Go back and get rid of this. Oop. Not too much though. Let's start here and then work our way down. Or even better. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. That'll be fine because once we go into After Effects, we're gonna add a Gaussian blur to this swipe to give it like a motion blur effect. Because the swipe is coming across his body but underneath his hood, so that has to be kind of like, the direction of that has to be kind of spot on. So we're going to make a new underneath layer here, because there's some pixel spotting here. Gonna go in, grab that, boom, right there, boom, right there, and right there. After you do this stuff, you start to see that one little pixel. They just jump out at you, and you got to take care of it. All right, so here we go. So we are. Let's grab our proper tool. There we go. Leave it right here. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a glaring flaw right there. We'll just draw that in. I'm coloring that in, even though that's not going to show up. Anything outside of this bounding line that you see will not show up outside the 1080p frame. Let's go grab that, make sure our colors are consistent there. Likewise, that underneath there. Go grab his wild orange hair. Now, again, we need an underneath, so
want you to fall in deeper.
There we go.
Rendezvous, baby, right now. I keep dreaming it's not enough. I pick you up every time.
Need a few over here too. It's kind of while I was waiting to see if there was anything with Bryn. And there was 2 pixels on Bryn, and about 3 or 4 right here around his eye. So.
No surprise, it's you. Yeah. Swimming over Malibu, I guess it's true. The fights of them is you. Swimming over Malibu, it's overdue.
Oh, I'm glad I did that. I didn't realize there was no color in his eye. Wow, that would have been bad. Okay, cool. That's good. That's really good. So, really good that I found that. There, boom. Okay, so now I kind of feel like maybe I need to go check these other ones. Okay, that's good. So I think I just forgot it on that one. Yeah, I just forgot on that one. There were some pixels there that needed addressing, so that's good. Always good to double, triple check. It's better than having to go back and post and take it back to your root file and bring it back in and all that kind of stuff after you started composing. I've had to do that. I have done it. Okay, so that's good. That checks out. here, we're going to bring in another underneath layer. Alright, so now we got Bryn in the foreground. Let's switch back over to his color palette. Alright. Almost there. Whoa. Let's redraw. That gets us good. Boom. Nope. Oh. Let's see, that's not right. The shortcuts are keyboard shortcuts are your friends, always. Oh, very cool. Very cool, man. Underneath, of course, the eyes need to get done there. Get those pixels there. Okay, so we'll just grab like an off-white. GG. And good. Okay. Again, we'll go ahead and grab this off-white. I know his skin's a little yellowy. That's because of the fire that's gonna be. He's up close and personal. His skin is up close and personal with the fire that's going on around him. His skin doesn't always look yellowy like that, but I wanted those tones to kind of come out because it's going to help me when I light the fire effects around him. Duplicate. Okay, yes, we haven't even worked on this one yet, so I'll duplicate that layer. Bring that in. I like this shot of Bryn here. I like this shot a lot, actually. There we go. Boom. can actually see his eyes in this shot.
You come and wake me every night. You say you missed the concept.
See the white?
You and I.
Yeah, right there. Need to.
Catch my head in the
That.
earthquake. Collect my spine when my disc breaks.
There.
When my disc breaks.
Make sure that's good. Alright.
Catch my lungs. Give me air. Give me
Big
some
swipe.
space.
Duplicate
Darling,
that layer.
please.
Come in her. Get all this.
Darling, please.
And this right here, we'll get some heavy motion blur in After Effects. So it won't look so jaggedy, but it will get heavy motion blur with this frame in After Effects. Now him jumping in. There we go. Okay.
Give me tears so I can cry. Give me heart so I don't die. Give me tears so I can cry. Give me heart so I don't die. Give me tears so I can cry. And give me heart so I don't die. Give me tears so I can cry. And give me heart so I don't die.
That's fine. Okay. I got a boo-boo up here. Just finish that drawing. Boom. There we go. Whoop. All right. Let's take a look at it. It's getting there. This is the Araura soundtrack we're listening to. Every track I play on these Araura live streams will be appearing on the Araura soundtrack. When we launch the OVA for all Patreon members, we're gonna send out a digital copy of the soundtrack to everyone. So I'm pretty excited about that. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. We just got to get this thing out the door so we can get those things rocking. Make sure we've got all the slashes. I think we're missing some slashes. A swipe. Missing a swipe there. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. There's no swipe here. So just delete that. Okay, that's the only swipe we were missing. That's good. Okay, let's play it again. Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm going to export the animation as a movie. My desktop, just untitled, is fine. 1920, 24 FPS, yes. Then we'll play it back in .mo or .mp4 format. Make sure there's no misses or lags or anything like that. So. Alright, yeah, so once we have it in zip, so once we start putting the comp together and doing the lighting and everything, it's going to look much smoother. And I can also mess with the timing and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's one sequence. We've already got, of course, the Indra sequence with the volley. I'm putting in a new background for that. So, and where he's swiping off the volley and everything. So we've got new stuff coming there. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Cool. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. All right. So I think tonight when I get home from work, I'm going to come on to start live streaming some work on here. I think I'm just going to live stream animation work up until the TGS stuff starts happening around 1 in the morning or something like that. And then I'm going to do some Tokyo Game Show coverage and stuff. But yeah, it should be interesting. We'll see what they do. I think there's going to be some cool surprises and stuff. I hope so, but we'll see. Also, I'm going to get into doing some... I'm probably either going to light this scene or I'm going to finish up a couple of other character perspective shots tonight. And I want to get into doing some post-comp and After Effects and stuff. And working on some of that stuff live stream. I think that stuff's pretty cool. It's always fun to do that. So, anyway, I'm going to hop off here. I've got to get ready to go to my job. So, if I'm not at work, I am here streaming or working on art or doing something. I'm usually always working around the clock, trying to make this thing happen, trying to make the impossible possible, you know. So I appreciate everybody who supports. If it's 4 people watching or if it's 400 people watching or 4,000, that'd be awesome. But you know, whatever it is, it's always about those that don't, not about, or it's about those that do, not those that don't. Not about those that don't, it's about those that do. I said it backwards, but that's usually what I say. Y'all know what I say. All right, well, I'm gonna hop off here. Thanks for everybody for coming out and watching the stream. I'll be back on tonight whenever I get done working. Get home, get cleaned up, get a little food, and then I'll be right back here at the desk streaming, working on stuff. So I hope y'all had a enjoyable time here, and I will catch you all tonight later on. Y'all have a good night.